In the autumn season, when the leaves change colors, the Japanese have a habit of going out into the woods to observe this phenomenon. But why do they do that, and what purpose does this tradition have? That is what I want to find out today. The Japanese art of watching leaves. Let's get on moving to the start of the story. Today, I'm going to Higashiyama Zoo and the adjacent Botanical Garden to do leaf watching. Yes, I'm gonna go and watch some leaves. The Higashiyama Zoo is surprisingly close to my university, so it's actually just a footmarch away. After entering the zoo, I saw some epic trees right away. But you know, I went to a zoo, why not check out some animals as well? This park is actually considered one of the biggest attractions in Asia. It opened originally in 1937, I believe, which is before the Second World War even started, and is still going strong today. The Higashiyama Zoo is combined with a botanical garden, which makes it especially interesting for making a video about watching leaves. And it also boasts a amusement park as well, which is pretty neat, and a massive tower over there, the Sky Tower. So apparently it closes quite soon, so I need to get there quite quickly, but it'll give me probably a really epic view. So I'm gonna go and check that out now. There is a big advertisement event for the just released Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee released. And I've been playing the games a little bit. They're actually pretty decent. Whoa. How do you make watching leaves even better? Well, by watching exotic animals at the same time, of course. Would you look at that? I feel right at home here, just like in Austria. Austria? Australia? Austria. This zoo is seriously impressive. It boasts a ton of plants, a ton of, animals, exotic animals even, from far away, elephants, rhinoceroses, flamingos, and fake dinosaurs made out of concrete. And they're life-size, no joke, they're actually life-size. And that's pretty damn cool. An impressive feature of Japan is that everything is really well kept. Do you know why all pictures of Japan look beautiful? Like literally all of them. That's because the Japanese take great care of their things. So even the most mundane things are well kept, and that is what looks beautiful in the pictures. The amount of effort and care put into everything, and that's why all pictures of Japan look great. This taking care of things has an effect on the public space of Japan. For example, here, the pathways and trees. What you can see here is years or even decades of human care put into the trees and every single minute detail. And these are years of an individual's human's thoughts on how to make something stand out and look great. Is it this what the art of watching leaves means? Appreciating the dedication and hard work that the groundskeepers put into their trees, into their plants for those many years? Maybe. But let's keep going with the story. The amusement park feature of the Higashiyama Zoo is not to be underestimated. There is even boats here, where you can paddle until your legs hurt, because that's what usually happens when I enter one of these. Right, on my way to that tower that is like growing out of my head right now. Yeah, I need to cross the road for that. The entrance fee to Higashiyama Zoo costs 500 yen, and if you choose to visit Sky Tower as well, the entrance price rises to 620 yen. A very modest price considering that other towers in Japan, such as the Tokyo Tower, cost upwards of 2,000 yen just to enter. And of course, as usual in Japan, a vending machine. and viewing Nagoya from the top of Sky Tower was mind-blowing. The tower ended up being way taller than I expected, and I was not only able to see a 360-degree view of the urbanized area of Nagoya, but also those of surrounding cities, such as Toyota, the home of the world-renowned car manufacturer. Despite the dirty windows, which made recording really tricky actually, I really enjoyed being on top of the world. Well, Nagoya at least. There is a restaurant up on the tower too, but I didn't have time to eat there. I can really recommend you to go there if you happen to pass by Nagoya, especially considering the very modest price. The top-down view also allowed me to enjoy the autumn colors from quite an unusual perspective. But now it was time to leave the tower and get back to the zoo. This is a giant Japanese salamander, which by the way also goes by the name of the small-sized American salamander. Why do the Japanese go out in the autumn and watch leaves? This isn't just an event to observe leaves. No, the purpose behind the event is to experience it not alone, but with your family, with your loved ones. I mean, in America, Thanksgiving is at roughly the same time as the leaf watching. And Thanksgiving is, in America, it's a time to spend time with the family. And that is the same for Momijigari, the Japanese tradition of watching leaves. In Hokkaido, the northernmost region of Japan, this event goes by a slightly different meaning, and that name is Kanpukai, which means something like getting together to view the leaves. And this clearly indicates the purpose of the event. It's to do that together, with your family, with your loved ones and everyone else you care about. If you go leaf watching in Japan, do it with someone and enjoy the beautiful colors. At this point, I thought I was done watching the leaves and explained everything there is to it. But boy was I wrong, as I still had to go to the Botanical Garden. So far, all that I've seen was part of the zoo. Once the sun set and the zoo closed, I made my way to the adjacent Botanical Garden. Now it was getting late and of course I was getting hungry. I decided to go and get some food at the nearby food trucks. I just got myself some really long potatoes. Potatoes. Fries. They're styled after a giraffe. I also bought a churro, but I ate it while waiting for the potatoes. So, how do these long-ass fries taste? Well, like regular fries. They're just longer. What comes next, I did not expect to see. Turning around, I saw a section of the forest being illuminated, creating an amazing contrast between the autumn colors and the darkness of the night. I was intrigued, so I moved closer. They've lit up the entire forest, the dark forest, and it's crazy how mad good this looks. Man. Damn. Awesome. There's always something cool to do in Japan. Continuing on through the garden, I spotted a lake and was even more stunned. Since the surroundings were dark, the lake acted as a perfect reflector, mirroring the illuminated autumn colors of the trees. However way you see it in this video right now, imagine it being 20 times more epic, because it is really difficult to capture this kind of awesomeness on camera. The garden boasted many things: lights, various decorations, an illuminated cave, and a performance on a traditional Japanese guitar. One thing was clear: a ton of effort went into making this event possible. taking the dedication and years of the groundskeeper's work and combining it with the physical properties of the light creates a mesmerizing experience. And getting your friends and family together to enjoy this event, that is the Japanese art of watching leaves. You don't expect these just casual trips in Japan to be anything special, but then they really are. And that is incredible, and that's just every single trip in Japan. However boring it may seem, go on the trip in Japan if someone asks you to do, because more often than not, what ends up happening is it's gonna be epic. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out my Choose My Day in Japan if you haven't done so yet. And once again, big thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time. Bye. I'm gonna keep enjoying this view.